Science Olympiad Class 7. Physical and chemical changes.
Classification of changes. Changes can be classified into the following 5 categories: slow and fast changes, reversible and irreversible changes, natural and man-made changes, periodic and non-periodic changes, physical and chemical changes. Slow and fast changes. Some changes occur very slowly. These slow changes may take hours, days, months, or years. Rusting of iron in moist air, growing of a plant from its seeding, ripening of fruits on plants, changing milk into curd are a few examples of a slow change. Fast changes, as shown in figure. Reversible and irreversible changes. If a change can be reversed, it is called a reversible change. Here, the products after change can be transformed to their original form. For example, ice changes into water on heating, whereas water changes into ice on cooling. Thus, this change is a reversible change. If a change cannot be reversed, it is called an irreversible change. Here, the products cannot be changed to their original form. Burning of coal, grinding maize grain into flour, falling of leaves from the tree, aging are few examples of irreversible change. Natural and man-made changes. The changes which are brought about by nature itself are called natural changes. These changes are beyond the control of man. Changes of season, tides in the sea, aging of plants, landslides are a few examples of natural changes. The changes which are brought about by man are called man-made changes. These changes are under the control of man. Burning of fuels, cutting nails, switching on an electric fan are some examples of man-made changes. Periodic and non-periodic changes. Periodic changes are events that repeat themselves after a certain amount of time. The Earth's rotation on its axis, the Earth's revolution around the Sun, and hence day and night or season are examples of periodic changes. Changes that do not occur again after a specific amount of time are called non-periodic changes. If there is an earthquake or volcanic eruption today, the next cannot be predicted. Such changes are called non-periodic changes. Prove that dissolving of sugar in water is a physical change. Dissolve some sugar crystals in water. The water becomes sweet in taste, which shows that the molecules of sugar are still present in water. Evaporate the sugar solution in a china dish over a Bunsen burner or a spirit lamp. A white residue is obtained in the china dish as shown in the figure. All the properties of this residue are identical to sugar, which was earlier dissolved in water. Thus we find that in this case no new substance is formed. Hence, dissolving of sugar in water is a physical change. Prove that heating of wax is also a physical change. Take some wax in a china dish and heat over a flame as shown in figure. You will notice that on heating, wax changes its state from solid to liquid. Now, remove the china dish from the flame and allow it to cool. What do you see? Is there any change in the wax? It has again changed its state from liquid to solid, but there is no observable change in the properties. Hence, we can conclude that heating of wax is a physical change because no new substance is found. Reaction involved during a physical change are shown below. No new substance is formed. The change is temporary. The change can be reversed on withdrawing the agent which causes change. The composition of the matter remains unaltered. There may be some changes in physical properties such as state, color, smell, etc. Dissolution, precipitation, evaporation, condensation, freezing, melting, and sublimation are some of the other examples of the means of physical changes. Chemical changes. Burning of paper is a chemical change. Take one paper sheet and burn it over a flame. You will notice that it burns rapidly, leaving behind a black-colored ash. Is the property of ash similar to paper? Can you obtain paper in its original form from this ash? Certainly, your answer will be in the negative. What does this confirm? This activity proves that burning of paper is chemical change. Opening of bud is a chemical change. Observe a few buds on a plant in your surrounding for a few days. Buds may give rise to flower. Once the flower is formed from the bud, it is not possible to reverse the process. It is concluded that opening of bud is a chemical change. Results of a chemical change are as follows. Entirely a new substance is formed. The change is permanent. The change is irreversible. Change in the composition and properties of the substances take place. Heat or light may be given out or absorbed. Rusting, burning of fuel, curdling of milk, cooking of food, and fermentation are other examples of chemical changes. Difference between physical and chemical changes are tabulated as shown.